All right, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Okay, the wait is over. The teams are in. We have our teams. They have arrived. We actually have them in the lobby. So let's not waste too much time, and I'm going to bring you to the bracket to explain what is happening, why we're starting so late. My hair's a mess again. I looked away for a second. Alrighty, so don't hat me, teams. So as you can see, our round number 1 game did not happen. Hot Potato unfortunately had an emergency, and they were unable to make it into Hasuobs with the raid, my boy! Welcome, viewers of Hasuobs. You joined us just in time. Big R, ready, teams? So, you joined us just in time, and thank God for that, because our first game, one of the teams had to forfeit, so I thought we were going to get absolutely buggered in terms of everything, viewership especially. But hello, everybody. We are in the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division Qualifier number 5. Hot Potato had to forfeit, meaning it is now last shot versus Forge Esports in our bracket. Here are the maps for all your viewing consumption. Forge Esports banned out Dragonshire and Sky Temple. Last shot removed Cursed Hollow and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Those are our maps. Let's head into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. And again, Hasuobs, big thank you for the raid. Let's get this going. So, we are jumping in with Forge Esports taking first pick and first ban as the map choice was once again selected by Last Shot. I might have to mute my alerts because all of you are being incredibly kind. Thank you very much for all of the follows. Also, big thank you to Tigerfish before the stream started for the 1,000 bits. Big thank you coming in there as we are getting this underway. We're starting off with the Samuro ban, a more targeted ban against Last Shot here. They know what they can play. Last Shot, though, keeping it standard. They're going to remove the Cassia. And I'm going to slow down the energy a bit because otherwise I'm going to blow up before the game even starts. We're good. Also, the Twitch, the follow alerts have slowed down. We are good. Thank you, everyone who has followed. Welcome, viewers of Hasuobs. I hope Hasu had a great stream. I saw you've been grinding for CCL. I hope you have a great time in that. Oh, there's more. There it is. Wasima, thank you very much for the follow. We see the Ana banned out. Now, again, this is just due to wombo combo potential, and also due to the fact that this hero has become very, very good. The Decade, of course, potentially still the most powerful support in the game right now, but having that banned away is more sensible by Last Shot. And the Ana, once again, is to deal with heroes who could maybe ping that Li Ming, and is a good way to deal with frontliners. The Chromie, recently buffed, going to be very good. Tassadar, though, still solid, despite recent nerfs to multiple heroes. Sorry, that's a good name. He is going to be picked up. And a Rhaegar as well. So Bloodlust, of course, nerfed several patches ago, but Bloodlust compositions are still usable and viable. With Decade Cane removed, support-wise, we're looking at heroes like Stukov as a go-to counter for the Rhaegar style. So, seeing those popped in, what are we going to see now? Forge Esports, are they going to go for someone like that Stukov? And what do we see frontline? We see Yrel. Very solid, great disengage potential. And we go Hanzo. They early pick into those assassins with the Chromie and the Hanzo picked up, leaving heroes like ETC with the newly improved Encore, who's fantastic for zoning Rhaegars. They've left him open. We have Johanna with blinds. We have Diablo, who isn't as good at actually zoning away a Bloodlust composition, but is good at instant reactions and blow-ups onto heroes like Tassadar. So, second ban rotation for Last Shot. Going to be seeing ETC banned away. Not too surprising. He is, like, the best right now because he's super strong. So ETC going to be banned out. I will read all the follows on my activity feed after the draft goes out. So again, thank you everyone for the follows. If you enjoy what you see tonight, maybe consider dropping a sub or a donation. It helps me afford to not starve to death. So thank you. So, Diablo removed. Very tank-focused, even though they're second pick on tanks. Little bit riskier there, but still some potential for some powerful blow-ups coming in here. Even with Diablo removed, we still have some good options.
Maybe we'll see burning beetles.
We don't see that. That is looking like it might be a main tank Uther. It could also be an off-lane Uther. There's still flexibility there, which either way, it's double healers for a Grey main Tassadar composition, which is going to give them great capability to actually stay alive. Interesting. Very interesting for the last shot. It's a definitely out of the ordinary build, and that is very sensible. They don't go for Stukov. Brightwing is another healer who can actually disengage from a Bloodlust composition if they go for Emerald Wind. Alright, it's a main tank Uther coming in, which is very good because it's a multi-man cleanse, so it can deal with Uther CC if that's where he goes. It's Poly for whoever is main burst target. The Cyber to Death is overrated, I agree. But I'd like not to do it anyway. I'm going to be seeing a Garrosh as well. They have a lot of heroes who are going to be able to either disengage or turn a hard engage into a potential fight win. These are our drafts for game number 1 of our Storm Division qualifier, round number 2, I guess this is. Alright, so Coz rate 8. Thank you very much for the sub. Now let's go for all these follows. Diamones, thank you for the follow. Wait 8F. Irijal, Later Gator 19, fantastic. Closet Furry 141, Nuktuktuk, Avivado, a Jolly Griffin, that's adorable. We have Wassima, we have ELG Chief, that's a long one, I messed that one up. Black Pit 667, Yip, Mr. Abra. And we have reached the end, I think. No, we have Kythia. Thank you very much all for your follows. Alrighty, we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump into that thing as bonkers. It's going to jump in. Ladies and gentlemen, on the right-hand side, it's going to be Last Shot. And playing for them, JTR on the Grey main. We have Zilia going to be playing the Ragnaros. BN... exclamation point? I don't know, you can put symbols in a name. How'd they do that? BN on the Rhaegar. We have my pal Vince on Tassadar. And Hunter CJ is going to be playing the Uther. Cool to see. Very interesting draft. A little more standard, though, on this side. It is Forge Esports. Valamar on the Brightwing. Tenidakiel throws in my pal Vince. They go for it, jumping by funds on that Urel. Tenidakiel on that Garrosh will pick up first blood with the kill. Winterheart on the Chromie and unaverted on the Hanzo. Looking for second blood. JTR gonna get away from the Chromie. Does not get sniped away as Ollie Drus. Thank you very much for your follow. Let's go. We're in the game. First blood already achieved. And let's have a look at some talents. We're going to be seeing the new and improved deep breathing coming in for the Chromie. We already saw body check being used to get that final kill in that first blood. Excuse me. Cool to see. And it's simple geometry for the Hanzo. And cool, we're going to be seeing the greater polymorph. Rotational reset. Brightwing is back, baby. At least in this matchup. So having a look at some other level 1 talents, we're going to be seeing the Hammer of the Lightbringer coming in for Uther. He is main tank. This is the go-to talent. It's kind of required if you're going to be running as main tank because you've got to get that cooldown reduction on your crowd control. See the waves being cleared out. Tassadar keeping it standard. Static charge coming in. Nothing too far out of the ordinary here. And we see the Sulfurous Hungers. Rag trying to double soak for the moment. We'll see if that's able to keep up. Tenidakiel, throw, stun, unaverted with the follow-up. Polymorph is good. And he got the reset on it because he landed his Pixie Dust. Able to pick up the kill. Nicely done. Okay, Flare, sorry. Able to pick up the kill. That's 2 kills to 0 right now in favor of Forge Esports. Tigerfish, you already donated. Thank you very much for the subscription as well. Alrighty then, so already 2 kills. It's a Q build! Dream Shot coming in for the Brightwing. Are we going to see Hush? I hope we see Hush. We're going to see Indomitable for the Garrosh. Hand of Freedom for the Urel. Standard talent these days. It's just so good. Holy Shock for Uther, allowing him to sustain out of combat. Very sensible to see. Winterheart, careful now. Ooh, good shots. Good damage onto Hunter CJ there. And some stacks as well. Up to 7 now. And we have that Mobius loop. We already saw that slow being affected there. Explosive shot coming in for the Hanzo. Or Zilai? I really don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to go with Zilai. Zilai has perished. Zilai is to die. Going to be sniped away there. Garrosh has been able to catch him on the rotation several times now. Really does seem to be struggling. See if they're going to be able to turn that round as the game goes on. For now, though, good job by the side of Forge Esports, putting on quite the performance. We have that insatiable mana for the Greymane. Will he need it? Hunter CJ gaining stacks, trying to turn it onto Pterodactyl. Ends up being thrown. The shot is good. Slowed by that Mobius loop, but JTR from the side wall. Smallest jump for unaverted, but he's still able to get out. The Holy Shock and the Psy Storm came in, but it's not gonna happen. You see the push moving in. They're trying to get the push going. Pterodactyl holding out. We see the Peekaboo, still a good talent. The sustain is decent here. It's good sustain. Jumping by Funds, holding the line. Again, great shots coming in right now from Winterheart. Really getting some great zoning potential. In the meantime, D-push is happening up in top lane by Ragnaros. Really trying to hold it. Zilai keeping it going. Stun one, but there's a lot of neutrals. Able to get it, though. My pal Vince thrown in. The time trap is going to allow Pterodactyl to try and body block. He doesn't make it, though. My pal Vince too skinny. Able to get away here. Funds backs out, and they're able to hold. 37-17. That will be the objective. Going over to the side of... That will be the objective going over to the side of Forge Esports. And they're going to push their way in. It sounds fine. I have been found. Hunter CJ... moving in. I can't turn myself up any higher, really, without making peaking. So, unfortunately, this is going to be the volume you're going to have to deal with. My apologies. It's the hardware and OBS that I use. So, jump in, comes in onto JTR. Not enough for a kill yet, but Temporal Loop is up very early on all the abilities, though, and BN is somehow able to escape. No follow-up CC coming in there. We're going to be seeing Psionic Echo, by the way. Double Psy Storm coming out in the more burst-heavy way, as opposed to the auto-attack talent. Very cool to see. We'll see if they're able to get huge value out of that. Camps grabbed by both teams. Forge Esports continuing their pressure into the bottom lane. Keeping the pressure on there. And they are... And no, so far, nothing on this side. There we go. Finally going to start dealing with that. Never outmatched coming in as well, which is going to allow them to get even better clear and poke onto that objective. See how they can do it. It doesn't help with the race, of course. That would be the level 4 talent. That would be the level 4 talent, which they didn't go for. They went for explosive, which will still help them out very nicely. Rakitin's to soak. T-Tours as Urel has been blasted. Nice kill there. Only 35 stacks on that Hammer of the Lightbringer. 35 out of 75, halfway done. Uther still needs a little bit of extra soak to really bring it back into this game so that they can go for those big burst plays. And I'm still very curious what the level 10 will be. As level 10 is hit for both teams. There's Sulfurous Smash. And there's the D-Storm. They are going for maximum burst. And there's the Bloodlust. This is a full int team. They're here to run it down. Let's do this. On the other side, Dragon's Arrow, we don't see the Emerald Twin to disengage. They're not going for the disengage. They've got the taunt. We have Temporal Loop. We have Dragon's Arrow. They're looking for Hunter CJ, trying to pick him off. The Polymorph and the taunt. You can't D-Storm if you CC'd like that. They've got 2 cleanses, but BN wasn't able to get there in time. And as such, Hunter CJ picked off as Zilai. Maybe about to be picked off again. He shows himself in lane. Temporal Loop is dropped. Positioning is good and absolutely destroyed by that Mobius Loop. The kill power of Forge Esports just snowballing their way through this game number 1. Remember, this is a best of 3 in round number 2. Let's see what they can do to see if they can keep it up as we see the lane cleared out. Extra pressure being applied onto top lane. Looking for the fountain as the objective has already shown itself to appear in top lanes. They're trying to snipe that. Are able to do so using Winterheart. This will allow for extra sustain for their side because they keep their fountain. So they're going to be able to back up if there is a fight over the objective. Their opponents would have to run to mid or to the tier 2. Long way to go. They're looking for funds. Gonna try and pick up a gank kill of their own. Funds already Hand of Freedoming out. Gonna try and get away. Sulfurous lands, but there's the other defender. 60-second cooldown though for a 120, literally double the time. That is a quick trade out there. Very efficient for Ragnaros. It will actually be back in time for the next objective. On CJ, up to 41 now on the stacks. They make their way in, level 13, just around the corner. Tedadakio does not land the stun. Groundbreaker zoned away by pal Vince, coming in, stun one. Bloodlust looking for it. There's a good storm there. The arrow hits no one. And a arrow. Tedadakio getting body blocked out as they try to take it down and taunt for stopping JTR from diving in. But JTR's going to be sniped away anyway. And that's a kill for Chromie. BN is going to flee. And that was everything getting dropped by the side of Last Shot, and it all getting turned on. We saw a fantastic divine storm to try and set up that burst, but all of the follow-up, everything was denied by Winterheart. The Chromie time trap allowing everyone to get into position, and Valamar is able to pick up the healings and the sustain as Tedadakio looks for another. And they're able to take the fight, take the objective, take the fort. They might take the Tassadar. No, good cleanse coming in there. They're able to take full control. Level 13 is now available for both teams. We already saw the Fleet Foot coming in for Hanzo. Zilai has gone for the Resilient Flame. Going to try and sustain through the amount of burst he's been taken. The amount of CC. Tedadakil just eating the damage from my pal Vince. And Valamar does not offer a huge amount of healing, but luckily Blink Heal will make up those numbers a little bit. Temporal Loop going to come in onto my pal Vince. Another good cleanse. 2 cleanses on the board. Definitely going to help. So Furious cleansed out though. There's the Divine Storm with Dragon Arrow on 3 members, but they turn it round. Funds trying to sustain through, trying to zone everyone away, and they will be able to get out. That was a risky play, an almost fantastic turnaround coming in from Last Shot, but again, Forge Esports escape with their lives. 8 kills to 1 right now. 8 kills to 1. We have that Oracle. That is helping Tassadar a lot against the poke damage we're seeing. We see Blood Craze coming out for Garrosh, newly buffed talent, about 2-3 patches ago. Really good. See a little bit of pressure. Onto mid lane. Setting up for the Impalers, which will take out a tower. We currently see a very pushed up Funds hovering around the area, seeing if they could make any kind of plays, but no such work there. No one's actually going to be able to engage and pick off the rotation of Funds there. And the bot lane is claimed. Funds continuing to push up with this. It's already a weakened fort. They're going to try and make something happen. We have double up as level 16 comes in. They move forward. Chromie's gone for Quantum Overdrive, ready to burst. Tedadakil. Funds dives deep. Does have the Ardent Defender if they were to be turned on, but it's all just zoning. Allows them to guarantee that bottom fort without too much congestion. Very nicely done. This is good. Wave clear working very well for Forge Esports right now. They have full control of this game. Last Shot need to start making a comeback. They have the potential for a very quick burn down if they can land everything on multiple members. Hush is going to come in for the Brightwing though. That's going to make this a lot harder. Big silences onto heroes like Tassadar will be a problem. 16 is still a little bit out for Last Shot, which will keep them away here. JTR dives forward. No follow-up. A Mobius Loop does not land. Hunter CJ trading out here. Trying to land the stuns, trying to keep your roll there, but Hand of Freedom. Funds just uses the speed boost to get out. Mid, very weakened. This is all looking fantastic for Forge Esports. They clear out all the lanes. Next objective is in mid lane with now a basically paper thin middle lane fort. No fountain. This is looking kind of disastrous for Last Shot. We have that Executioner, though. That will help. A little bit of extra burst will help them maybe burn through. And Executors will. This could be what they need to try and turn this back on its head. We see the Giant Scorcher. Percentage damage, big deal right now for Ragnaros. Needs to be able to try and deal with Garrosh. Because Greymane, no Cursed Bullet. He's actually the only percentage damage. We have no Thermal Lance, no Cursed Bullet, no Alpha Strikes. This is the only percentage damage in the game for the side of Last Shot. In order to deal with that Garrosh, it's up to Ragnaros. Upgraded Temporal Loop, stuck in a loop for Kroby. Hunter CJ is finished as well with that Hammer of the Lightbringer. They are on even talents for the first time in a while here. Ragnaros has Molten Cord, trying to siege in from range, trying to race them back into this. They move forward. Hunter CJ, Mobius Loop, he's dropped low. Earth Shield keeps him alive, but the chase is on. Temporal Loop comes in. Down goes Uther, but he does have the Ghost. He's trying to heal up BM, but it's not enough. My Palvin's pulled back in and is picked off easily. JTR is not going to be slowed, not going to be hushed, but he's completely slain by this pursuing Unaverted on Hanzo. That was very nicely done. Forge Esports, 12 kills to 1. As they're going to just grab this camp, and that's going to be an extra set of siege pushing into that middle lane with a Mortar Punisher for the DPS. For G-Sport, right now, they're looking like they are going to be able to just end this here in game number 1 in this best of 3 series. No level 20 yet, but they might not need it. So they begin to move in. Hunter CJ trying to move into position. There's a little bit of a brawl happening in the bot lane. Valamar is fighting Brightwing, but really, it's quite hard to duel Brightwing with this build. She's incredibly annoying. In the meantime, Mid dies. The keep is down. They're just going to go for the core right now, and why wouldn't they? Double stun from the Punisher. BN is cleansed out. Uther able to sustain as well. There comes the Sulfurous. It's not enough, but Tentacule is coming to percentage damage. Uther dropped, so he's going to be able to heal up the Greymane as he dives deep. JTR go for the throw, picks up the kill, but the core is getting sniped down here. The fight very split up as Unaverted is chased down, but BN is all alone. JTR goes for the kill. No, the Argent Defender is shutting it down. Punisher is sniped away, but the Impalers are doing the damage here. Rag comes in and will save the game, but here comes Forge Esports. They're poking, they're looking. If they pick up a kill, that's a 3v3, and they could try and end the game, but they cannot do it. They're zoned away, and they pick it up. Excuse me. Nicely done. They pick up everything. The core's down to 14% though. Level 20 is on the board. We have the bullseye. A little bit of extra crowd control coming in. The Invisible Friends for the Brightwing. And right now, it's just mercenary camps across the board. Not really much they could do. They just have to stay in base Last Shot until they can win a fight. Because if they lose a fight out of base or get zoned out of base, it's only 40% of the core. Funds comes in for the steal. Polymorph onto Hunter CJ. They were going to let that go, and maybe they should have. Dragon Arrow is good. Big taunt. That is death. They are able to take down both the healers. No sustain is left, and immediately the pressure comes in. Temporal Loop. JTR in the Mobius. He's stuck in a loop, and Funds dives onto my Palvin. Zoned away. There's the Force Wall. GG is called. And with the Tassadar sniped away, it is just Zilai, and that's going to be game number 1 going over to Forge Esports. Who needs to backdoor when you're going to smash in the front door? Nicely done. Game number 1 going over to Forge Esports in this best of 3 series. One step closer to making it through to the semi-finals. Don't know why I didn't see that one. Pepe hands. What I miss? Yeah, no, I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't work out what that one was about. But either way, here are the stats. Yep, Kroby's pretty good. I called that out during the draft. Kroby is really, really good right now. Oh, I have some follows to go through. Armsman 0, Shepu, Hunter XS, extra small hunters are adorable. Valar, Skullbane, Sumultra, Freud Haleth, Lunatic Joshua TV, and Beck01. Thank you very much for your follow. Loop gives stuck in a loop gives cooldown reduction. Ah, okay, gotcha. Fair enough. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the call, chat. Let's have a look at that. While we're talking about this, we can look at talents. Yeah, for an additional 3 seconds, increase the cooldown recharge rate from 500 to 700. Excuse me? All right, cool. I must have missed that in the patch notes. Good call, chat. Thank you for the reminder. Or just missed that in general. I don't play Chromie that often. Thank you very much, team. Good call coming in. But let's have a look at some of these talents. Hanzo going for the combination of explosive arrows and fleet of foot, keeping himself immobile for chase, and piercing arrows to combo with that never outmatched and simple geometry. Very cool to see. Looks like I have an invite, so screenshot the talents if you want them, because the teams want to be getting into the game as soon as possible. They don't want to waste any time. Either way, while I have you here, I hope you're enjoying the show. This is for Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division, which you can support directly. You can support the Storm Division prize pool for the players, which is open to people from every region. Team Alexander, a team made up of ex-HGC Korea pros, are already qualified for Storm Division. This is qualifier 5 of 6. There's one more. I think you can still sign up. It's been like that for a while. Yeah, must have missed that. But you can support the prize pool by hitting !Matcherino in chat, which will take you to the donation link to support the prize pool directly. It's already over $1,000, so you can support the players and keep it going. However, if you're enjoying my casting, then what you can do is support me by putting food in my mouth in the form of shiny coins. And you can do that by subbing, donating, using the links below the stream, throwing some bits with an F apparently, thanks Braid, throwing some bits at my big old face and supporting me that way. It's all very appreciated and helps me keep doing this stuff. I like casting a lot. So being able to do that, this is our map it by the way, nice, I saw it. Hey, did you guys swap sides? No, they didn't. Okay, alright, we good. Okay, I thought they swapped sides. But any support is very appreciated. Obviously, this is about as close to a full-time job as I have, but right now I've been looking, in the last couple of months, I've been looking to sign it up for like Uber Eats or something like that, just to make ends meet, to be able to afford to eat. But every donation, every sub is an incredibly big deal to me. So any bit of support is incredibly appreciated. Let's have a look at the maps. I'm going to give them the fact that I am ready. And I'll show you the maps to show you where we're going. As you can see, this map is going to be Volskaya Foundry. And this was selected by Forge Esports. This is where we will be heading for our second game of the day in round number 2. There's a best of 3, so Forge Esports could close it out here. We will find out. Here's the bracket, so you can see exactly what is going on. Doesn't look like any of the other matches have updated. Stormy Storm, thank you very much for the follow. We had Hot Potato forfeit our first game of the day, and as such, we're having to work with what we have. So Forge Esports are against Last Shot here. This is what we were going to potentially cast second anyway, but either way, Forge Esports, who got the bye through round 1, they are currently proving that they deserve to go on to the semi-finals, which will be cast tomorrow on the official Nexus Gaming Series channel. Feels good. Alrighty, we have a draft, as you heard just a moment ago. Let's head into that for the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division Qualifier number 5. Last Shot with the first pick and first ban. Let's get this going. We're going to start off with the Hanzo Ban. Yep. That is some targeted banning right there. After the level of craziness that just happened, I don't blame him. It's a very sensible ban. I respect that a lot. Lots of value coming in from that ban. There's the Ana. Gonna be taken out. The Ana was their ban last time, and they ended up instead running into an Uther Rhaegar. Gonna be honest, I don't think they were too worried about that. They seemed to play around that spectacularly, so they're just gonna kind of let that one go. Last Shot, second ban. Was there anything else that they thought was really infuriating? Gonna be seeing the Deckard Cain going to be removed again. So very similar, but not the same here. With Deckard Cain taken out for G-Sports with their last ban of the first rotation. They banned the Chromie. They're the ones who used it last time, but instead they just want it removed. Going to take it out of action because Last Shot have first pick. This does allow Cassia through. Banned out in the last game. Last Shot very comfortable picking that up. I don't know how to play. Me neither, buddy. Me neither. Well, never played HOTS. Worth starting? Yes, I think so. I think it's a really fun game. Sometimes it can get to you, but that's any game, especially a multiplayer game. But honestly, I think it is a very fun game. It is definitely worth playing. Especially you can find some good friends to play it with. ETC! He got let through the draft, and Sylvanas gonna be coming in as the first rotation for Forge Esports. Somehow ETC made it all the way to second rotation of drafts in the first game, but in this time, it's gonna be highly prioritized by Forge Esports. So now last shot. We're going to be seeing Cassia and Tassadar. It's a solid opening. That is Damage Dream from about 4 patches ago. Nowadays, we've had a couple other heroes who've snuck up there in terms of priority, and we're going to see the Stukov making its way in as well. Samuro banned out again. Still target banning here. Keeping it sensible. Keeping everyone away from those... from that game-changing heroes. Definitely some target bans coming in here. There goes the Junkrat. Another hero who received buffs between Sylvanas and Junkrat. That would have been insane wave clear. And some very good harassment onto the point, which is very sensible when you're up against someone like Tassadar or Cassia. And also, Junkrat just got buffed. He's really good now. So seeing him in the ban phase isn't that surprising these days. Forge Esports now. Second damage dealer, support, and solo laner, unless we're going to see solo lane ETC, which is still not amazing, but reasonable and playable. Instead, we see the pure, unadulterated harassment. Mephisto combined with Malfurion equals problems for everyone involved. The pressure that actually applies to the backline, when the fact that Stukov has to try and keep up with that in terms of healing is something Stukov can maybe do, but if we go for a globe-based Mephisto build, that pressure might be too much. So instead we see 2 front lines who are very highly sustainable and can deal with spell power and maybe try and dive that Mephisto Malfurion. This is sensible. This is a good, smart pickup for the last shot. I'm just not sure it's enough due to the low health pool on a Nubarak, and the fact that Tassadar and Cassia don't have incredible high burst protection outside of Archon. So they might be in a little bit of trouble. Going to be seeing Blaze as the final pickup. ETC Blaze. What a CC combo. That is just wombo potential. This is good. Overall, I think I lean towards Forge Esports due to the incredible brokenness of ETC right now. So I'm going to lean towards them, and the Mephisto is really scary for Stukov to deal with, and Cassia and Tassadar as well. The Anubarak gives me a little bit of hope. It was a solid reaction. It gives them that dive potential. If they can play aggressively like that, they might be able to make it work, especially with Cassia, who can follow up on dive very well. Tassadar, not so much. He's a little bit slower. What is my hair doing today? You know what? This bit, being a pain, it can go down here. Here you go. Oh, no, there's another bit. I move 1 and 2 more, take its place. But yes, overall, I think I lean a little bit more towards Forge Esports, and also the fact that they played a little bit better last game. But let's see if the last shot can make it back in game number 2 of this best of 3 series. So we're going to be loading in to Volskaya Foundry. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, currently 1-0 up in this best of 3 series, it is Forge Esports. Playing for them. It is going to be Blaze, played by Funz. Mephisto, played by Winterheart. Malfurion, played by Valamar. ETC, played by Tenadakiel. And we have Sylvanas, played by Unaverted. Whereas, on the right-hand side, it is Last Shot, with Cassia, played by JTR. BN, exclamation point, playing the Stukov. We have My Palvids on Tassadar, Hunter CJR, Hunter C Jr. Wow, I'm a fool. Playing the Anubarak, and we have Zilai. Gonna be on that Urel. We are underway with game number 2 as level 1 talents are getting picked up here. We're going to be seeing those charge strikes. There's the Adrenaline Stim Pack. Recent nerfs to the Incinerator Gauntlets, but still a good talent. And the standard Might of the Banshee Queen coming in for the Sylvanas. And Furious Spark coming in for Mephisto. It's level 4. We'll really start to see some big damage talents with Spite. And Zakiel will back away for now. Anub starting off with the Rubian Armor. He is ready to dive. Goes onto Valamar. Going to eat a lot of damage from the Blaze, though, with that attack speed. The damage output is a little scary to deal with. Tassadar starting off with the Static Charge, and we have the Reactive Ballista Pause, trying to keep the Stukov doing from any of those big bursts. See the hard engage, looking for the kill unaverted. Cannot do it though. Hunter CJ, he's really trying to play this game like he should be, playing it very aggressively. But so far hasn't found any big targets or any big kills. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I've been a little bit sick and then I got better. I've been casting as best I can. I'm still poor, but I'm making little bits of money here and there from sponsors. Look out for sponsor stream on the 30th, by the way. We got a little bit of sponsorship. We got a little bit of just good, fun casting. I've been doing okay. Not great. I'm still poor. I can still barely afford to eat. Any donations, very appreciated. But the support is appreciated from everyone who's been watching these casts. And I've still been having a good time casting these games, which is keeping me very mentally healthy. Zilai clears out everything here. Pterodactyl sees Hunter CJ. Not going to go for any big dives yet. Plays it safe. Funds. Dash comes in with the jet propulsion power slide from Pterodactyl. They're trying to hold Hunter CJR, and they get him. Picks up the kills. Okay, first blood going over to Forge Esports once again. They're looking for more. Level 4's on the board. Interesting. Inner Light coming in here for Cassia. I was talking about not having burst protection. There it is. 25% max health healing. That's potentially the most burst healing that Cassie can get, so they're playing reactionary with their talents. There's that Spite we were talking about. This is where Mephisto gets real scary, especially on this map. Very sensible talent pickup here. Blades the Incinerator Gauntlet, still going to be annoying. JTR just trying to duel Winterheart for the moment. Winterheart's going to achieve that globe, which is going to be incredibly annoying. ETC, face melts, gets everyone out of there. Has gone for the loudspeakers. Valamar gonna survive. Gets the root. In fact, looks for the turnaround onto Hunter CJR. Can't do it. In fact, Zilla is going to come in for the turnaround players. They look for Pterodactyl. Too tanky. This is Winterheart now, though. Globe ticks. Another globe coming in. He's going to be able to go back in again right now. That is the power of the cooldown reduction of that level 4 Spite. That is the fear that it instills. In the meantime, Funds has been having some fun interactive gameplay, but luckily, the actual game is going to come to him. We had the shared exoskeleton for a Nubarak, biotic armor for the Stukov. That is risky, but understandable. There's still the Sylvanas damage, but I honestly think the cooldown reduction might have been very sensible considering the amount of burst we might be seeing. There's the Lost Soul cooldown reduction combined with the attack speed of Knights of the Banshee Queen means incredible burst damage. Zilai just clearing lane for now. Keeping it sensible. Here comes the Frost Storm. Just really trying to cause disruption, trying to get the slows in. This is the combo with the more than likely, let's be honest, Durance of Hate at level 10. Cooldown reduction on a Nubarak's shield with the chitinous plating. And we see the Surge of Light. Still good, because Blizzard don't know how to nerf talents. They could have just taken the talent and given it a cooldown. Instead, they just keep removing the damage. They're just going to keep doing that until it's a useless talent. We see the growing infestation for the Stukov. So we see a lot of pressure onto Hunter C Jr. And they pick up the kill. He was trying to hold the point, trying to hold it. Maybe try and force a percentage for his team, but instead he gets picked up on the rotation. Very easy kill. Talents that I missed, by the way. We see Guitar Hero and Hammer-On newly combined to create Absolute Sustain for Pterodactyl. You get the extra duration coming in from Guitar Hero combined with the damage while Guitar Hero is active now from Hammer-On 30%. Means if you combine that with the level 13 talent later on, you basically have 100%, sorry, 16 talent later on, you basically have 100% uptime on Hammer-On, and that makes it really good. Tass has died. 4 kills to 0 right now for Forge Esports as they begin making their way in. JTR's going to have to do some serious carrying in this as level 10 is hit. Goodbye, goodbye, Hunter. JTR's got to hold. JTR's got to be doing the damage to try and keep this alive. Cassia, you're a man also making funeral plans. As we see Stage Dive coming in. Another talent that's actually sort of grown in priority since the rise of Encore, because you could just use it all the time. And the big level 20 slows makes it really good for hard engages. Bunker Drop and Durance of Hate, no surprises there. Twilight Dream and Wailing Arrow, though. The potential double up, but also very powerful talents if they can stagger them effectively. Protector is killed. Front walls deleted in top and mid lane, with the Fountain slain in top lane as well. we see the support camp for that Biotech emitter being started by Forge Esports. They're going to try and snipe that down, and with no contestation, they will grab that. Valamar going to be the one to pick up the Biotic emitter last shot. They're going to grab themselves a siege camp. A little bit of extra pressure onto top lane. Unfortunately, Sylve is already in this top lane. It's going to cause them a little bit of grief. Going to be zoned away, though, as there is going to be a little bit of support for the siege camp currently. Minions are on the way. Here's level 10 for the side of last shot as well. We have the Valkyrie. They have that pick potential. We see the Cocoon, massive shove coming in for the Stukov. Cool idea when you're against an ETC. And even a Blaze. Combo those together. And the Ardent Defender. No one is surprised to see Ardent Defender. It's a good talent. The other one's let's be honest, kind of rubbish. So, level 10's available for both teams. Half a level until level 13 for Forge Esports. Here comes Winterheart. Caught in the cocoon to prevent him returning to his original point, but instead they're baited by unaverted. Stage dive with Wailing Arrow. It's big. Down goes the kill. Durance of Hate for good measure. That's going to be a double kill going over to the side of Forge Esports. Unaverted baiting out everyone there to stop them following up onto Winterheart, and they pick up the kill. They're going to be able to seize control and push top lane all the way through. Finish off that before it's done. Oh no! He got the turret. Fun stole it. He grabbed the turret. He actually had to drop his own in order to do so, but he still has a turret. One more turret than his opponent has out of that. That is decent. That is reasonable value. Those two will continue to duel. Merc Queened Siege Camp, able to get a little bit of extra push value. They're going to try and get the Urel, but she gets the Ardent Defender off. The CC chain just wasn't long enough. Durance does not land. Massive shove on ETC takes him out of the fight, but for how long? Only 10 seconds left on that stage dive. Zillai did live. And that's the important part. Hunter CJ, power slide, that's good, big focus, looking for Hunter, they get it! Tenadakiel tries to hold, he's got Encore now, so cooldown reduction is going to be a huge deal. That stage dive is still back up from the last time, but it's going to come up so quickly. JTR sniped by Funds, and they look for the Durance. It lands as Urel is jumping and will snipe her before she can escape. BN slowed by the oil. And he's gonna Dynamo Fury and autos. Disable onto the fort by Unaverted as they chase down my pal Vince. Gonna look for the kill. They picked up the turret on the way. My pal Vince in the route. Get him, Tree! Beat him up, Valamar, please! Get him! There we go. Valamar picks up the autos. A little bit of extra damage. They're gonna push in bot lane now. They don't have black arrows, so we won't see that being used. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's starting to look scary. Funds is here. So stage dive. Yeah, he's fine. We're going to see the retreat coming out. Winterheart's fine. In fact, they're going to try and dive onto JTR as there's another fight happening down a little bit below. They only get Cassie, though, as Hunter Jr. was able to get away. Fun interactive gameplay time for Funds, who's going to be spam pinged by his team for reasons. In the meantime, Unaverted is just winning bot lane. Just wasn't even there for this. Just zoning out Zillai, trying to let the minions do their job, and the minions will do their job. They will finish it very barely. Very nearly saved by Zillai. Urel's still pretty decent at everything. Here's level 16s and level 13s. War Matron, getting that protected. Again, pretty sensible considering the amount of burst that's coming in here. Very reactionary build coming in from this Cassia. I do like it. JTR trying to play around the game here. We have the static field. Really going for that extra little bit of protection. Sorry, for a little bit of extra damage coming in for the Mephisto. Valkyrie cleansed out because he hit the wall as well, so he wasn't pulled all the way in. Durance does not land, though, his Tentacle is very deep. The Encore going to get a huge cooldown reduction. Stage dive is up. He's caught in the lurking arm, though. Cocoon is used again on Winterheart, but it's popped very quickly thanks to the damage of Blaze, who dives onto JTR. Quick kill, and Zillai with the cooldown is going to be focused down. The Undefender is used, going to try and escape, and the chase from Mephisto is too good. Stage dive used, not needed, and Tassadar was taken out in top lane as well. More fun interactive gameplay for Funds as they seize everything. Forge Esports, they're going to grab the siege camp. They're going to grab the XP. 58 seconds left on stage dive before it returns. And now, once again, we still have Merc Queen. Sylve's just going to use this. They're just going to set this up. Protector's on the way. It's dancing. Oh my god. Forge Esports. They are showing that they are here to win. Forge Esports, in 3 of the 4 previous qualifiers, have lost to the team that eventually qualified. They're pretty good at this game, guys. Let's see if they can make it through. They made it to the semi-finals before. They're finally looking to seize their opportunity. The pressure, the push is there. In the meantime, Tentakiel is fighting Urel. The Protector finishes the keep. Able to snipe that down. They turn their attention to mid. They can't end the game yet. Level 16, still a full level away for last shot. Protector's getting slowly focused. Zillai is really going deep for this. Winterheart dodges the Valkyrie Hunter. CJ gonna get out of there. Junior's out. The Durance focusing onto Kazuya once again, but JTR is able to hold. Zillai jumps away, and this time, I mean, they haven't killed anyone yet. I was about to say they haven't killed anyone yet, but no one died that time. There's the fit. That's an improvement, but I was wrong. So yeah, we see Nubarak go down. That was still better than some of their other fights. Only losing a single member as JTR backs away. Zillai coming back in. Stun. Maybe I'll be proved wrong again. Cast a curse. Cast a curse as they look for JTR. Trying to focus him down. They're caught in the silence. Rooted. That's a surge of light. Bunker. Tentakiel is low. Can they get a kill? Winterheart with the retreat. Durance not available yet. Stage dive is. Focus down. Tentakiel low funds. Nice jet propulsion. And they all escape. Forge Esports, if you want the perfect game, you're starting to play it a little greedy. Starting to potentially risk losing those kills. Wow. Really nice Nature's Cure there from Valimar to save Winterheart. Meantime, ATC making the most of his level 16 talent, the aggressive shredding to get permanent hammer on. So he's just able to just eat through this support camp. He just owns that now. They begin to try and look for another weaker keep. They've already taken 2 keeps. They're just setting up because they know the next objective is going to be in bot lane. Cocoon onto Blaze. Here comes Tentakiel with Bolt to get out. He bought enough time for funds though. It was all a delay tactic as they move in. Here comes Zillai. With level 16s finally on the board, they're a talent down, but they're running out of time to make something happen, so they're just going to try. They're going to chase it down. This is all or nothing for last shot. You can see how far they're chasing. They drop the bio to commit it, though. They're looking for the turnaround chase, and that is Stokov absolutely eaten. Twilight Dream still available, but they've already got Cassie, and they might not need it. Funds, they're going to tank the tower. They go into Twilight Dream onto Zillai, preventing any sustain and protection. They even get the multi-man route. Unaverted, blinks into the key. Gonna dance out of the range. GG is called. Tassadar is out. An unaverted snipes down a Nubarak. That's gonna be a full 5-man. And with 21-0, it is gonna be Forge Esports moving on to the semi-finals in the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division Qualifier number 5. There's a couple of rocket punch attempts coming in, but they burn it through. Stage dive for good measure. That is game number 2 and the series going over to Forge Esports. They will be moving on to the semi-finals, which will take place tomorrow on the official Nexus Gaming Series channel. Cool to see. Well played by them. 21 kills to 0. Valimar cleansed, I think, 2 Valkyries that game. That's crazy, man. Follows, Cole the Week, thank you very much. Brett Leet, Aladen. And I don't know how to play, I called that one out earlier. Thank you all very much for the follows. Here are the stats at the end of the game. Sylve topping out the damage chart. I kind of thought Mephisto would, but it didn't matter. Still did a good job. still burst absolutely everyone in their way, combining Hysteria and Spite together to create just so much power. So much harass coming in there. We even saw the extra silences for Unspeakable Horror coming in for that final level 20, which wasn't needed that much. They still just killed everyone in their way. It didn't matter in the end too much. But yeah, in the end, that is Forge Esports with a very convincing victory. Let's have a look at the bracket and see where they will be, who they will be up against. We know they will be up against either Team Rippers. No, that is Ripers? Yes, Team Ripers, I can read. Versus Team Exodia. The winner of that will go on to play against Team Alexander Fan Club, and the winner of that in the semi-finals, which will be on the Nexus Gaming Series channel tomorrow, will be moving on to the grand finals. Both of the semi-finals should be good. We got some great teams. Regen, they're on their 5th attempt as well. They played so well. One of the only teams who took a map off Team Alexander, and they are back for one more. Brawl is Life, who, last time I checked, were absolutely dominating their round 1 game. It was cool to see. He's Legendary 1, another great team. Team Exodia is a very scary team as well. There are some good teams for American esports still in this qualifier. But for now, for me, I'm sorry it only ended up being one series, and they were quite quick games. That is going to be it for me. I got absolutely, I got unlucky with one of my teams having to forfeit series number 1, so that is going to be it. If you enjoyed the stream, though, make sure to drop a follow so that you know when I go live and turn on that bell so you get notifications. I mostly stream casting, but I do some other stuff, especially, again, on the 30th, something very silly should be happening, assuming nothing goes wrong, so make sure you tune in and watch on that. Again, I still do casting whenever I can, as best as possible. And if you enjoyed the show, then maybe consider supporting NGS by going to their Patreon. Just search out the Nexus Gaming Series Patreon, or check out my Patreon. But if you enjoyed me as your caster, then consider donating, subbing, supporting the channel in one of those ways, throwing some bits at my body so that you can support me in not starving to death. However, we are going to be I'm going to be raiding you guys over to another one of the casts here. Probably to the love of my life, Jinxie Cat, because she is the love of my life, and I think she's a very good caster, and I hope you'll have a good time over there. For now, though, thank you all very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Sub, donate, help me not starve, and thank you all very much for jumping over. Thank you, Hasu, for the raid, and see you all next time. Bye!